Hello everybody and welcome, you're watching Dave Playing Games. My name is Dave and I am playing Fallout 4 Far Harbor. Last time out we were investigating a murder, the murder of Ezra Parker inside Vault 118, and today we plan to continue on a conversation with the evasive and slightly insane Santiago. Having not yet worked out whether he's supposed to be French or Spanish, let's get into things and find out what he knows about the incident with the deceased.
Oh, it's you again. Finally decided to get some culture?
I really don't like you. However, there was red paint at the scene, and you appeared to be very much keen on the paint.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last can, and now I can't find it.
Interesting. So you're saying the deceased borrowed the can?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
Aha. So, it seems like someone's trying to set up Santiago as well, although he still has an unhealthy interest in the death. But let's find out a little bit more about this argument.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
Okay, there we go. So we have to speak to the girls and see if either of them know anything else. And, ooh. Okay. Well, we've been... Is that a radiation arch? Why is it not cleared my radiation? Never mind. So we're in a storeroom apparently with lots of broken furniture and... Aha.
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? And besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun here.
I'm going to the lab. Did you need something?
So there seems to be a bit of a disagreement here between the Riggses. Let's see what Bert's got to say.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene.
I feel like I've thoroughly checked the crime scene already, but perhaps you could tell me a little bit about yourself. You say you were interested in robotics?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. I'm not sure what else to say, really. Oh.
I mean, I haven't actually spoken with Juliana yet, but I suspect she might have a little more to say on the subject. In fact, there was apparently an argument. Can you fill me in on that?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff.
You seem to be very interested in this research. What does it entail?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you.
Okay, never mind. That's fine. I will go and speak to Juliana then.
Maybe later.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
So Juliana has apparently found out about the embezzlement. I wonder what she's got to say on the subject.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
That is literally why I'm here, yes?
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
So you think it might be the person who was set up with the paint can, or the person who was set up with the baseball bat? I feel like you may be deflecting. Did you know about the embezzlement?
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
Okay, fair enough.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Okay, so, actually, there appears to be some empty milk bottles here. Go away! So she appears to be quite affectionate of cats, and consequently has a lot of empty milk bottles floating around which she used to presumably feed the cats. Lucky for me, those empty milk bottles can be turned into purified water, so I just need to go back to the security station where there was a water fountain. Now where did I see that? Aha! And now I can fill them up with purified water to stave off my dehydration. Objective 1.5 complete! Right, so we've spoken to the Riggses, we've spoken to Santiago, we've spoken to Keith. Now let's just see if we can find that Gilda. And into the shower room. I don't quite understand why robots would need to shower, but, and I feel a bit uncomfortable going into the ladies' shower room, but, I mean, I've got to talk to them somehow. Ooh, hello! What's this? I know she said she was going to the beach, but I wasn't expecting there to be an actual beach inside a vault. This is quite impressive.
You think anyone actually felt like they were at the beach in here? Yeah, me neither.
Well, Nick doesn't seem all that impressed, but never mind. Let's have a chat with Gilda.
Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far too long.
My word.
Can we talk about the murder?
Oh, boo, you're no fun. I suppose we can talk about the case, unless you'd rather hear some stories from my acting career.
I mean, I really don't want to hear about your acting career, but I suppose I've got to get someone on side, so...
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes naturally. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
I'm not making too many friends here, so as much as this feels weird...
Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right, and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Care to hear some of my stories, Detective?
Okay, this is... I mean, I know I'm literally dating a synth, but this is a whole different kind of...
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am.
This is going surprisingly well, considering how terrible I am at speaking to people.
I had some questions to ask.
Sure, darling. What did you need?
I found Keith's baseball bat at the scene of the murder. Any thoughts on how it got there?
I don't know, Detective. I can't really imagine Keith killing Ezra. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset.
Alright, fine. Let's get on to that argument then. Do you know what they were arguing about?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. It was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though.
so it very much sounds like Juliana has discovered about the embezzlement, even though she's keeping it under wraps. I definitely feel like there's something to this.
Maybe later.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
Very good. Right, now what? They all seem to think it couldn't possibly be Keith, even though it was his bat that was used to murder Ezra. I suspect Gilda's not really got motive or any sort of evidence leading towards her. Honestly, the two prime suspects at the moment might still be Santiago, although, again, things seeming less and less likely for him, and Juliana herself. She's the one that argued, and presumably could have found the red paint in her disagreement with Ezra Parker, who allegedly borrowed it earlier on. Juliana, I think we need another chat.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Maybe you could give me a reason it couldn't be you.
I'm sick all the time, Detective. I don't have the strength to do such a thing.
But you can't get sick.
Ezra was embezzling your money. That's why you killed him and framed Keith.
You were so close, Detective.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well, had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Okay, plot twist.
Ezra? You're alive.
Well, congratulations on catching up, Detective. Yes, I've been masquerading as Juliana for some time now.
What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
I have a sneaking suspicion I can't go toe-to-toe with a robot. However, maybe if I speak to the others, I can get out of this. Oh, bloody hell, I'm hungry. I wish I was a robot. They seem far less squishy.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Well, I'm glad you've decided to be reasonable. I would have hated for this to come to more bloodshed. All right, Detective. Tell Maxwell that it's over and get your reward. Then I'll make my way out when things have died down.
So having confronted Juliana, Juliana was in fact Ezra, and I have now been prompted to speak to Maxwell to tell him all of this is blown over. However, what I can do is tell Maxwell that he is in fact Ezra. Hey, get back here! I can tell Maxwell exactly what happened, and I think I need to do so quickly. He's getting away.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Yeah, so I found Ezra, he's the killer, and he's Juliana.
I found Ezra. He killed Juliana, and he's been impersonating her.
Oh, my. I'll notify the staff and we can put an end to this once and for all.
Okay, fine. I feel like I may need this. He's getting away! He's getting away! Maxwell, you're not helping. Right, up the elevator we go. Oh! Get out of the way, zombie. I've got a robot to bring to justice. Which apparently is proving harder than I thought. Where on earth has he gone? How is he so quick? Fooled by my shortcut. You won't get away, Juliana Ezra thing. And done. You have been defeated. That'll teach you for being a murderer and a deceitful thief and a generally unpleasant person. And where the bloody hell were you, Maxwell? I had to do it all on my own.
We got him. It's finally over. There you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
All in a day's work, Maxwell. All in a day's work. And all that kerfuffle has allowed me to level up, which is brilliant. So let's take that extra point in blacksmith. And I'm 2 levels away from being able to max out science. Oh, this is going quite well. And I got some more experience points for doing the additional part of the quest. Oh, this was a lovely little distraction. Right, well, let's head back to Far Harbor and see what we can do about fixing up this new hammer of mine. We've also got that lost synth to try and find, and of course need to make our way over to the nucleus to get to the memory banks and uncover what's going on with them and Dima. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. So we found our first super mutants of Far Harbor. How many are there? Okay, there's more, but they're over there. Don't think I want to take all of those on. That is a threat for another day. Okay, so let's push on to the east and head back to Far Harbor before anything else can possibly go wrong. Sorry, what? Oh god! There are dogs everywhere. And what seems to be a bear. Okay, I accidentally killed the bear. Ooh, relentless gamma gun. I mean, it looks funky. I don't know if I'll use it, but it looks funky. Okay, so what proved to be a fairly uneventful journey after the wolf attack. I've returned to Far Harbor. Let's go see if we can have a little play with a workbench. So we'll flog the fence buster as well as a couple of mines and grenades that we're realistically unlikely to use. Okay, so we've just gone back to Far Harbor, used the weapons workbench, and got ourselves a new hammer. Big Smash here presently does a whopping 297 physical damage with 74 energy damage on top. For those keeping count, that's 371 damage. But now we have Justice, named after the crime that we've just solved and Ezra who we've put in the ground. Justice is a monster of a hammer cobbled together from various wicked looking bits of machinery. Yes, it weighs a little bit more, but it does 467 damage. That and, well, it just looks quite cool, doesn't it? I can further upgrade this with energy damage later down the line, but I just need another point of science to do that, so that's going to be a couple of levels off, and I don't quite yet have enough junk to upgrade the Mutant Slayer's sword, but that is also on the cards. Right, with our arsenal upgraded, I think it's time we go and have a look for that missing synth. So we've been told that he headed down the south road, so let's just follow the road, see if we can pick up his trail. I've also noticed that our fusion cores are starting to run low. We may need to replace those soon, and apparently I need to fix my armor. Are you dead? Yep, cool. More money. With any luck, we won't be jumped as we find our way to where this synth has got to. And we seem to have found our way to an abandoned tent. Uh-oh. Oh, this isn't good. More red paint.
There's a trail of blood.
There is quite a lot of blood, actually. And it's going this way. Seriously, anyone who's lost this much blood, probably not doing very well. I think we should get a move on just in case. He might be dead already. Seriously, I've been walking for a while now, and that's a lot of blood.
Fresh meat crawling in from the fog. Don't care if it's Mirelurk or man.
Sorry, what? Oh god, where's my head?
Oh, dude, you're cannibals? We survive.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just need to find someone. A young man with white hair. You help me, I'll leave.
You won't leave. Ever.
That didn't work. Oh god, oh god. Right, okay, they're clearly up for a scrap, so I'm gonna quickly pop some medics, a stim pack, and give Justice its first outing. Oh, I love this hammer. Slight problem. Now there's an awful lot more blood. Whilst my highlights weren't on. Right, so let's have a little look. Aha. More money. Nothing else interesting. But you... Oh. Oh, well that doesn't bode well, does it? Missing Synth's head. I was kind of expecting this to last a little bit longer. It really didn't. I'm going to have to head back to Acadia now and give him the bad news. It looks like the missing Synth has been slightly decapitated. Chase is going to be livid that I did a whole murder subplot. Probably wasted too much time. Oh god! Well, I was getting attacked by a pack of wolves, but Justice appears to have dealt with 2 of them. Any more? Any more? No. That scared the living daylights out of me.
They got wise and bolted.
They definitely didn't run anywhere, Nick. Did you not just see I smushed them with Justice? And if I'm going to come up with a new catchphrase, smushed them with Justice, probably not the best one to go with. Stay back, foul beast, or be smushed with Justice. No, it just doesn't sound right. I have some not so excellent news.
Your missing synth was jumped by cannibal trappers. He didn't survive.
That poor bastard. That synth came here to live in peace, and we failed him in the worst way possible. It's my fault. I should have gone out there to meet him. Damn it all. I'm glad we were able to bring some closure to the matter. You deserve this. And shall we say 200 caps?
I think 200 caps sounds fair, and I've been pushing my luck a little bit with speech checks recently, so,
You said this wasn't the first time a synth has gone missing.
Of course not. For someone without weapons or field training, crossing this island is deadly. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.
Ooh. So a Hitman's boosted Fiery Institute rifle, which, being fiery is nice, it sets things on fire, as the name might suggest. It's also boosted, has a long barrel, 4 stock, recon scope. This actually looks really quite good. Although actually I've just seen the damage and that's atrocious, never mind, I won't be using it at all. But a nice little boost of experience points. And whilst we're doing things to help Acadia, there is of course Southwest Harbour, which is apparently the location of where the boat sank that has the storage drives that Faraday was asking for. So I think I'll be heading there, but I think I'll be heading there and the nucleus next week. If you have enjoyed this video, stick a like on the video for me and be sure to subscribe to the channel as these videos go up every single Fallout Friday. Things are getting tasty here in Far Harbour and I cannot wait to get into the next part. I want to explore that nuclear submarine. I would love for you to join me for that one, but in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Ta-ra.